All right, thanks a lot, Anade. I'm indeed Hiken, and I am joined with Blake, which we are gonna run and comment it. The run of Trine Enchanted Edition, new game plus any percent. So to give a really quick explanation of what is the goal of the run, any percent is just the 15 story levels in order. And New Game Plus means we have access to every spell and items from the get-go, so we can do a lot of crazy stuff. Are you ready for the commentary?
I am ready for the commentary.
And so am I for the run. The timer will start as soon as I press skip in here, so if you want to count me down, then whenever.
Let's start the countdown. So 3, 2, 1, let's go!
Here we go.
Alright, so we begin with a kind of tutorial phase during which we're gonna discover every 3 characters we will be able to control, and the first one is Zoya, the thief, you can see right here. She can shoot arrows and she has a grapple hook basically, so she's very agile and she can grapple onto wood and stuff.
Very useful for any kind of precise platforming. This tutorial level we can't swap to the 3 characters, but right after we're going to be able to swap at will. Second character is going to be Amadeus, the wizard. He's awesome. He can do plenty of magical stuff, which is with his magical mind, He can move objects here, as we are going to see in an instant. Like this. He can also create all sorts of objects by drawing shapes with my mouse. And the one we are going to see in this tutorial is the plank. It's kind of useful to gain a little bit of speed, because I'm kind of messing it up, but you get the idea. If you put it above your head and let it fall on you, you get pushed forward.
Yes, and we'll see other shapes later in the run.
Exactly, yeah.
And the next one, it's Pontius. He's our knight, our berserker. He has the big sword he can fight with. He also has a mace with which he can break stones, and the shield that we're not going to see at all during the run. And he has special ability that is dashing, so Hiken is using it right now. It consumes a bit of mana, but it is really useful to dash forward.
Yeah. It's a charge, so it breaks stuff, and it's really useful to get fast. And we're gonna use it in the entire game. Pretty much, it doesn't have any side effects.
Yeah, but it only lasts 1 second, right? It only lasts 1 second, right?
Introducing Infinite Charge, which is the first very major glitch that we are gonna use during the run. Basically, if you start a charge and within the first frames of the charge, if you swap an items in the items menu, then the timer that was supposed to stop your charge eventually never starts counting down again. So basically, your charge never ends. And it's very useful, as you have already seen, and you're going to see throughout every level, because you get a lot of speed. It doesn't cost mana apart from the initial charge. And nice. And you can float a little bit, because gravity is affecting the thing weirdly.
Yeah, so Infinite Charge will be used all along the run. You're going to see it a lot. And Hiken does some ramps.
Okay, that's a backup, I guess.
With the wizards, so that Pontius can take a little height before doing the Infinite Charge, because he's a bit affected by gravity when he does this Infinite Charge. So he loses a little bit of height. And Hiken did a lot of stuff in this first chapter, so don't worry, you're gonna see some glitches again later, and we will go back in details on what's going on, because there's a lot going on in this very first chapter.
Exactly. I guess the next chapter will be a good time to explain Triangle Clip.
Yep. So triangle clip just right here. Oh, it was really fun. Really nice. So triangle clip is clipping through objects thanks to a triangle. So when you switch characters between the wizard and the thief, for example, there are a few frames during which the game has not loaded the collisions yet. So when you go back to the game, you can kind of enter into stuff, basically. And when you grapple onto a triangle and get really close to it, the triangle will kind of push away. And being pushed away and not having any collisions loaded means you can get into stuff pretty easily. And this is what happens with Triangle Cliff. Hiken just went through a trapdoor thanks to that. And it's kind of hard to do sometimes. The trick can be a little bit finicky to get right.
The positioning of the triangle is what's the most precise.
Yeah, it has to be really close to the floor, and you can see the thief kind of lying horizontally. It's really weird. We're going to see some other triangle clips later.
Yeah. Basically, the run has 3 main glitches that we use over and over again, with like in combination with precise like rope door movement with the thief with Zoya. So I really like the balance between glitches and movements in this game. It makes for a very fluid experience, and that's the game that's the type of speedrun I really like.
Yeah, and every character has their own like abilities used in a speedrun way. So that's very interesting. We still have to switch between these 3 characters. So here Hiken is taking a little bit of height to perform an infinite charge and
directly to the end.
Right to the end of the level.
One of the major out of bounds, the first one there, Crystal Caverns, I kind of messed up.
Yep. So basically Hiken will hug the wall right here and will say quit and load back. And when you load the game, some collisions will not be charged, just will not be loaded. Just
for the first few frames.
For first few frames. So just it's the same thing as when you switch between characters. And he did it right, that's very good. You can see his feet, he's on the ceiling now.
And now we just wait.
Yep.
So it's kind of a shame because it's one of the most beautiful levels in the game. I love the art, like the crystal, the purple crystals and stuff. It's very magical, and I really enjoyed playing through it. But we don't really get to see it because it's obviously faster to just run above the thing.
This became kind of a nice cutscene.
Yeah, I guess so.
And we are going to reach the end of the level and fall.
That just is our cue for when to drop.
To the end. Yep. End trigger has been cut. Alright, zooming again.
Exactly, another infinite charge. I like this passage because you just throw a bomb arrow to break this thing and charge in with the knight right after. It's kind of a cinematic effect that I liked a lot.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. Pretty cool to watch. Right, so maybe we can talk about these blue orbs you can see along the way. These blue orbs are save points, checkpoints basically, and they act as save states. And they are pretty useful because when you load this to a checkpoint, the characters that were dead are revived, and all the mana bars and HP bars are refilled. That's pretty useful. And yeah, that's the boss. Hello, boss.
The boss. How are you doing? Don't mind us. We're not here to cause you trouble.
And that's
we
door
are
clip.
Just flipping through a door. Yeah, good time to explain door clips, right?
So door clips just work as the big OOB that we see at the beginning a few levels back. So basically, Hiken hugs the door and quits the title and loads back again and switches characters. And switching characters and quitting and loading the game makes the game forget about collisions for a few frames. And that means he gets in the door and is pushed away by the door. And if he enters the door enough, he will be pushed away to the other side.
So here's a lever. If you've played the game, you know there's plenty of levers throughout the game for like puzzle solving and yeah, this kind of stuff. This is the only level we are going to activate during the run.
Yeah, because this game is about puzzle solving.
If you haven't guessed
already, or
yeah.
not. So this is platforming, puzzle solving, a little bit of fighting also. And that was a brilliant triangle
Another
skip.
one there.
Another one right here.
I don't think I had time.
Oh.
What the freak am I? What?
Whoa.
I haven't done this in a while. All right, so I stepped on the button so the camera, I think I need to see that lever. I don't really want, but...
Yeah, the goal was to do an infinite charge while being in the wall.
Yes.
So that was a little downtime, but don't worry, we are back on track.
Back. It's really hard to get everything consistent in this run, so really a big part of improving at this speedrun is knowing how to back things up.
Yeah, reacting. There's a lot about reactions in this speedrun.
All right. Now this level is already pretty cool. I love how you have to chain up some some movement. With Zoya, we create an infinite, a little plank just to get there. There's another cutscene that would play to show us another button, I think, but we save and quit before. I was supposed to get up there.
All right.
So I have to back up again. And then I need to get a little bit of height, which I get.
Yo, let's go. Nicely done.
Yeah, that was nicely backed up. Good thing also, arrows are heavy, so if you shoot arrows at a platform that is moving down, it will move down faster.
So yeah, you shoot down as many arrows as you can to make it fall faster.
And that's pretty cool. This is like rather long level. The levels are short in this game, but like there's nothing more going on really. It's just chaining up the glitches and the movements. So if another you want to take a few minutes, like at least until the end of the level to read some donations, then please go.
Of course. We have $10 from Bloops, says, "Go, he can go, sending you all my energy. You're a daily inspiration, an extremely talented runner, and a great person to be friends with. Now go fast, skip doors, and save the world, I guess. Much love to you and Blake. You both rock. Stay fabulous. Love you, friendos. Less than 3.
Love you, Blooper.
No.
We also have $33.33 from Max W. It says, "This is for Trine, one of my favorite indie games ever. Also, the N++ hard showcase. Come on, we're so close to that goal. Thank you so much." And we are at $6,600, $75 out of $7,500 to get that hard level showcase.
Thank you very much. Thanks for your donation.
Yeah.
All right, and we are back with a new level.
Shadowfall Thickets. Oh, sometimes you get kind of stuck here. It's not really consistent, but we made it through in the end, which is what matters.
So yeah, the infinite charge lasts indefinitely, but you can get stopped by walls and also spawning skeletons.
Yeah.
They're recognizable because when they spawn, there is a big red circle on the ground. And while they are spawning, they have a hitbox that refrains you from going straight forward.
I assume it's just like the normal charge. You can't charge through spawning things, so the property transfers to the infinite charge, which is pretty cool. And here is the second big out of bounds. This one is kind of harder.
It's really difficult. The setup is really precise because if Hiken messes up, the camera goes somewhere we don't want to, and if the camera doesn't go where we don't want to... Oh yes, you got it!
Nice, yeah.
Yeah, you have to draw triangles in really precise locations. So if the camera goes somewhere else, it's not really convenient. And he's now at the ceiling, on the ceiling.
Yeah, at least we're not quite done yet compared to Crystal Caverns. We have to do some more platforming, here triangles to get more height. There is yet another spot where we are gonna need to get more height, which is right here. At this queue.
And if you love orange, this might be the best for you.
That's a nice sunset.
Yeah, nice sunset. All right, getting little height right here. And we're gonna reach... Yep. We're gonna reach the next part of the level. And you can see all those artifacts of the stuff we're not supposed to see.
Yeah.
Like some ends of textures and everything. And boom, we fall to the trigger for the end of the level.
So the Heartland Mine is another arrow to make the platform move a bit faster, then bomb arrows to break wooden planks. We do a little ball skip, and this infinite charge is kind of precise. Yeah, I didn't really
you
get
got stopped by the spawning skeleton. Unlucky. But once the skeletons are spawned, you just push them with you during the charge.
Which is pretty nice. This is kind of random. I can get stuck here. I did not get stuck, and I got up the gears. So that's like the best thing I could have gotten. It's not really controllable, I don't think. So yeah, I got pretty lucky there. We'll take it.
Yeah, this infinite charge is really beautiful, and it has been really well executed. All right, little platforming with Zoya, and another charge to get to the end of the level soon.
That's it.
All right.
Making progress. So the game only has 15 story levels, so we are getting kind of quickly to the end there. Oh, I got slow speed there. That's kind of rare too. Unlucky. But this is also another level which is really visual. We don't have any more stuff to explain. So once again, another, if you want to take it away for some more donations, feel free to do so until the end of the level.
Of course, we have $10 from Luffy133 that says, not me randomly tuning into SGDQ and seeing my favorite French Celeste runner running another game on GDQ. Good luck, my man. Also, if this comment gets read, cheese. Thank you for that donation. We also have $25 from Crystal Ships that says, yo, dashing? Celeste and Tunic reference in Trine. Good luck, Hiken.
Hi, Crystal. Love Celeste, love that. I will get stuck there, yeah.
You can read another one if you want, I
Yeah.
think we have the time.
Sure. How about $50 from Disco Cat that says, always glad to help with the charities the GDQ supports, this time Doctors Without Borders. Wishing everyone a great GDQ. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much for all your donations.
Yeah, thanks a lot. Always awesome to see those coming. One of second to last level, you can see it because there's a lot of lava and fire everywhere.
Yeah, this is kind of hell
Yes,
somehow.
definitely.
And you can see this is the bad guy's den.
Yeah, we're getting close.
So maybe we can talk a bit about the lore.
That
Because
would be a great idea, like.
there is a bad guy who is called Sarek, if I remember correctly.
That's heavy.
And in the Trine lore, there are 3 magic stones, 3 artifacts.
Artifacts, yeah, that's the name.
And Sarek, well,
Sarek,
Sarek, right?
Yeah.
Sarek has 2 of them, and this is not
Which
good.
is bad.
Yes,
Yeah.
because if you get the 3 of them together, stuff
Magic.
happens. Yeah, and bad stuff happens if it's Sarek. So we've got the 3rd gem in our hands.
Which
Our
is the
little
thing we
Sarek.
collected at the very beginning that gets our spirit melted together,
Yep.
I believe.
And so we want to take the 2 others from Sarek, and Sarek want to take ours. So we're gonna meet and decide who's the
Yeah.
most worthy to get the 3 gems. And during the process of acquiring the 2 gems, Sarek died and became a
He literally
skeleton?
died of corruption, yeah.
Yeah.
Here is Sarek right there, final level
That's it.
of the level.
He's a ghost also.
He's a ghost skeleton and he has trapped us inside his tower. We're gonna try to escape. It's a level that's kind of unique because it's very vertical. So we're not gonna see any more infinite charges and it's just gonna be platforming with mainly Zoya.
Yeah, and he's invoking
it's a
some
really hard
shapes,
level.
as you can see, so spiky balls and everything. And yeah, no boss fights during this whole game, which eased
Yeah.
all the bosses. And this is, as you said, more of an escape than a final boss fight. And time will be when we reach the very last platform, so we've got like maybe a minute or 30 seconds ahead of us. And this platforming is really hard to get
Nice,
right.
yeah, that was very clean.
Okay,
Kind
time
of.
is
It's
coming.
about right now. I get up and that's time.
That's time.
Time for Trine.
Congratulations.
Alright, that was epic.
That was a very clean run.
That was very clean, surprisingly clean. Probably one of the cleanest practice runs that I've done. I'm so happy I got to showcase this run. It's an incredibly like chill and fun speedrun. I think the balance between like hot glitches and movements is where I like it to be. Thanks a lot, Blake, for commentating this with me.
Thank you so
It means
much.
a lot to me.
It was a pleasure.
And yeah, I guess quick shout outs to the Trine speedrunning community. I kind of got in after the main activity was done, which is kind of a shame. But every time I had question about the game or I had a PB to post, they were here cheering for me or answering my questions. And so yeah, shout outs to you. And shout outs to the French Restream, which are doing a great job at
Awesome
making sure all of the GDQ content is available to people who don't necessarily speak English or are willing to hear it in French language. So thanks a lot to you. I think that's it for me. And you can take it away, Nade. It was a pleasure.
Thank you.
In the spring, a new king was elected.
Thank you so much for that great run. We have $500 from Anonymous, no comment. Thank you so much for that donation. Another $250 from Anonymous, no comment. Thank you so much, all going towards that great cause. Let me remind you, we do have N++ is coming up next. It is going to be our next game, and we still haven't quite met that hard level showcase, which is going to add more gaming to your SGDQ. We are at $6,850.62 out of $7,500. So we're almost there. I know you can do it, chat. I believe in you. I believe in you, audience, as well. We can get there. We're less than $700 away. And then we will get not only that awesome N++ co-op run, if we can reach that 7,500, we will also get the N++ hard level showcase. So keep those donations coming and make sure that you're putting them towards incentives when you do. All right, and we're going to have a quick break, stretch, but stick around for more games soon. Welcome back, everyone. I just want to mention we reached the N++ hard level showcase. Give it up. Thank you so much for all those donations. We're now going to get more gaming in our SGDQ. However, with that, my time on the mic is up. I have been TrainerAnade. It has been an honor to be with you. We're going to have another quick break, and then we have some more awesome stuff in the future and more cool hosts. Stick around.
Welcome back, everyone. This is Summer Games Done Quick 2023. We are playing games fast. We are raising money for Doctors Without Borders. I am forgetting how to speak because this is my first shift on hosting. Of course it is. I'm Mr. Game & Shout. I'm going to be hanging out with you for the next few games. We've got some more amazing runs coming up and some awesome donations to get to. I've got one here from Cheesy Pie for $100, and they say, N slaps, and I think we should all want to see more of it. And we are. We have hit the incentive to unlock the N++ hard level showcase. Thank you, everyone, for getting those donations in. In fact, for a little bit more N++ goodness, we are going to go over to Jay Hobbs for an interview with our runners for N++, Killing Pepsi and Zando Toaster. Take it away.